Hey everybody. So, things are changing for me a little bit. So this car behind me notices to keep clear. Now, I've tried not to talk too much about the crash since I got back on the bike. I just didn't think it was a required thing, but when it's not like everything had just ceased crash-wise at that point. I'm still going through physiotherapy weekly, and I've actually been off work because, well, a month ago I returned, no, it was just over a month ago, I returned to my work and said, right, well, I'm due back to work in a few days, what do you think? And he sort of looked at my hand, looked at my knee, and just went, nope, you need another month. You just really need, because he says you're fixing injuries, but you need to get muscle strength back and stuff, and without that, as a cook, standing up all day and using your hands all day, it's not going to go well. So I was told to have another month off, which, I mean, obviously time off work, no one complains about time off work. The reasons it happened is not exactly the best ones, but whatever. Yeah, the physio I've been doing for over a month now, it's going to go on for a little bit longer. It's really been helping. It's not entirely pleasant having to do things like massage the scar tissue on your knee that's like detaching from the lower layers, so it's like ripping, and yeah, it's not entirely a pleasant thing to do, but fuck it, you've got to get it done. And obviously the same with exercising my thumb and stuff now. The reason I'm bringing this all up is because in less than a week I am returning to work. And I worked out it's been 4 months. Do you realise it was November when I crashed last year? It's just insane. At the time I thought I'd be back to work very quickly, and I think you do get that after a crash. You're going to think in your head, look, I'm going to just fucking get up and do it, and then you realise your body can't do it, and that sucks big time. And a shout to Chuckles85, who's gone down recently. He had a crash. Sounds like it was a pretty nasty one. Best of luck to you, buddy. And I suppose my advice to you would be, don't be impatient, don't try and overthink it. You're going to think you're getting better, but you're probably only halfway there before you're back to sort of normal life. Because I mean, I would call back to work normal life. Yes, I am still going to have a bit of physio on my knee, and it's not going to be right for a while. But I can live with that, hopefully. I don't know how my knee's going to react to standing up 8 hours a day, walking backwards and forwards, and how my thumb's going to react to being used continually, but I've had to do a lot of exercise and a lot of just being up and about to try and get myself to the point that I'm sort of prepared for that. And as I say, it should be all fine. I ain't no fucking puss. I'll put up with a lot. But if it's getting to the point it could be damaging or is just not possible to do, then I don't know what's going to happen. I can't really take any more time off work. I've been on statutory sick pay for a couple of months now, and that's, well, as people who've been following me a long time know, I don't get paid a lot as it is. And statutory sick pay is, yes, definitely less than that. So it's been a bit of a problem, obviously, getting the bike and everything, and getting and trying to carry on with the thing. I mean, I've got to replace my fucking boots, but I cannot afford to do it at the moment. So I'm going to see what I can do about that. I might get to speak to some companies if they want to help me out. I will mention I've contacted Drift. I'd like to get a better camera. I'd like to get one of the Ghosts for you lot to enjoy the pictures from, but I contacted them before my crash, and I basically didn't hear anything back, and I've now tried again. And if they ignore me this time, well, I might be asking for a little bit of help. I might have to ask for a few emails to be sent their way. Anyway, I'm really getting off the subject here. I'm just recovering from crashes. As I say, it's a lot longer process than you'd like it to be. And so my knee should hopefully return to normal use. It might be a bit sore every now and then, and obviously I'm going to have a big scar over my knee, but scars don't really bother me, it's just another one. But my thumb, unfortunately, due to the delays in the diagnosing what happened to my hand, and because of the delays in the surgery, etc., and somewhat towards the delays that I had between the surgery finishing and having the physio, although it wasn't as big a gap as I thought it actually was. It was about right, maybe a little bit late. My thumb's alright, there's just one lasting problem with it, which is the fact that I've basically lost some of the range of movement in my thumb. I can't flex it as much as I used to be able to now. Hopefully that shouldn't cause me any problems in my day-to-day life, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I mean, it should give a little tiny bit more, maybe, but basically they checked the angles of it when I first started my physio. Nothing happening since then. Literally, it hasn't budged an inch or a millimetre. And I know some people are like, well, you know, if it's just only 4 or 5 weeks of physio, it might take a while. It could, yeah, I could in time get a little bit more back, but the physiotherapist thinks it's basically that the tendon shrank so much that when they reattached it, it was reattached short, basically. They had no choice but to do it that way. So, you win some, you lose some, fuck it. As I say, it's not caused me any major problems at the moment. But the whole process of recovering from a crash is a bit of a shitty one. And I know there's a few riders that are down at the moment. I mean, I've got a few of them talking to me on Skype at the moment, and it's a shitty time. So dudes, just hang in there, you'll get back to it, but it will take time, and you will get pissed off with it, because it will never be fast enough. I mean, I push myself. I think that's one thing to remember, is not to get lazy. Push your fucking self. I mean, when I say not to get lazy, I mean, obviously, most of the time you're sat around doing fuck all, because you just can't do anything else. But when you are getting to the point of recovery, do the fucking work, because, as I say, my physiotherapist was very happy with how far I got my knee along by myself, by just walking and keeping active. So, yeah, it is what it is. As I say, good luck to you all. I mean, I don't know how this is going to affect my videos, as obviously I'm going to be working now rather than having all this free time. It shouldn't impede things too much, I shouldn't hope. But there's no real way of knowing until I get around to doing it. So it's a sucker and see type thing. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. So that's sort of an update as to what's been going on with me behind the scenes a bit. I didn't want to lead on to it too much through the videos, because I didn't want it to be a running theme. I don't want some fucking old man ruining for you lot what I did or do. Although a lot of people have recently given me some shit and had a fair amount of hate for no apparent reason, but yeah, whatever. I can take that. I don't give a fuck. Lots of people keep asking me still about the review for this bike. What the fuck is all that? Guttering bracket, something to stab your tyres. Yeah, they've asked me about the review on this bike. Now, as I've said, I am going to do it as soon as possible. I want to get it done and out of the way so everyone stops pestering me. But I want to do it when there's some nicer weather, because it is going to be a video which is going to be viewed a lot, and I don't really want to have to stand and talk about it in the fucking cold where I want to do it. If you see what I mean. So, trust me, as soon as that video can be online, it will be online, if not a minute before. I will do what I can do. What else? I suppose this is a bit of an update little video. The 10,000 subscriber special, I've had an idea. I'm not going to say anything about it. But the problem is it involves requirements that A, the weather helps, and also people being around is required. And time off work and stuff for some people can be tricky. So it could possibly be late. It all depends on how quickly you lot subscribe to me. At the moment, that's a rather high rate, which I'm very happy about. So there is a chance it could be a little bit late, but it will be the 10,000 sub special, even if he's not called it. But trust me, if what I've got in mind is going to happen, it's going to be fucking funny. Great. There's a house. There's a house at the road. There's water coming out the gutters. Anyway, well, as I say, that sort of updates you on everything. And I say good luck to you fallen riders. Hope you get back by the summer. If that ever fucking turns up. I know it's... God, it's cold still. It got warm and then it got cold. Honestly, if you're not in the UK at the moment, if you're in America or something, our winter is like what, yesterday it was 24 degrees, our temperature. I'm not sure what that is in yours, but say that was 24. Yesterday it was 0. So like a year ago, that day yesterday was 24 degrees, and yesterday this year was fucking 0 degrees. What the fuck? Give me back my fucking summer, you cheeky little prick! It's the jet stream, it just needs to go north and then we'll be all hunky-dory. So I'm going to predict something for you people. There will be a sudden switch in the weather. It's going to go from cold like this to fucking hot very quickly. Or it's going to feel very hot anyway. Right. Well, I'm going to go then. I'll catch you next time. Yeah, it sort of all comes to a head in this one scene at the end. Yeah, my dreams are like fucking movies, web scenes. Everything's on fire around me for some reason, so it looks like it's been on fire, you know, like burnt out buildings and stuff, and there's this car there, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, oh god, I can't say his name yet because it's going to come up.